Yo, 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 what's up, peeps? This is your boy here. We are going to start this video log. We're going to talk about some awesome stuff, and that was stupid, right? That was dumb. That was dumb. Okay. Hello, folks of the future. It's your good pal here to give you a log of the past. Oh, God. Okay. Clock, get it together. Okay. Here we go. If you're watching this, then I'm probably dead. God, I hope not. Look, I'm not the most verbose person, but my therapist said that this might help me cope with the shitty situation we find ourselves all in. I'd usually go to the factory, put some more hours on the line, but all shifts have been temporarily suspended. Factories shut down. Something about a parts shortage or something. I mean, it's crazy to think about where all of this started, right? I mean, I don't think anybody expected some sick people in China leading to the whole world being quarantined, you know? To be honest though, I think that COVID was in the US way before people in Wuhan started getting sick. Last year, my aunt was in the hospital for 3 weeks with every single COVID symptom, and the doctors had no idea what the hell to do for her. Luckily, she pulled through, thankfully, but they don't know if she'll get reinfected, and they don't know if she'll ever be able to smell again. I mean, can you imagine that? Never being able to smell again. Sometimes I try to imagine what it would be like to be able to taste but not smell, you know? I actually had a friend in high school who was born without the ability to smell. Something about the actual delivery when he was being born, whatever. But because of that, he couldn't really fully taste either, right? So we would make this kid eat the most disgusting shit, and he would just eat it without flinching, you know, because he couldn't taste shit. The ironic part was that he wore the best smelling cologne I have ever encountered. I mean, amazing smelling. And he couldn't smell it. I wonder what he's been up to, you know? Anyway, back to the point of the video. My therapist is no longer taking in-person appointments, so she said that for journaling might help, but I'm not really a writer, so I figured a video log thing would be the best thing for me. I don't know if anybody is even going to listen to this, and I guess it doesn't really matter, but if you are listening, I appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time out to just listen to some asshole talk about himself. Yeah, that's all I got. Till next time. Peace. Well, it finally happened, folks. I got the call that I have been dreading for weeks. The plant has been shut down, so all shifts have been terminated, which means your boy is now unemployed. So I wore this shirt to commemorate the situation. Fuck this shit. Nat Turner. It's weird. It's actually the First time I've been unemployed since high school. It's a strange feeling. Not a good one. You know, it would help if I could sign up for unemployment benefits, but my internet is out. And normally when this happens, I would just go to the library and use one of their computers, but thanks to the global fucking pandemic, libraries shut down too. So, I know I'm not the only one who's been handed a shit sandwich on a platter, but it kind of just makes you wish that you had one of those office jobs that are all work from home now. You know, just to be able to still make a living. Kind of makes you wonder though if all of these jobs could be accomplished just as well from home, why we were ever going to the office, you know? It's like, why would you pay for rent for a building when you don't have to? But hey, what do I know, right? I guess it's time I can fall back on my backup plan of being a stand-up comedian. I always thought I was pretty funny. Thought it'd be cool to get like a Netflix special or a show on Comedy Central like Dave Chappelle or some shit. I think it'd be a pretty cool gig. I told my Uncle Hector about my dream of being a stand-up comedian, and he laughed. Not because he thinks I'm funny or anything, but because he thinks I am the joke. He took a long swig of his Bud Light and said, "You don't know shit about work. Let me tell you some shit about work." You know how these guys get, right? And Hector has had 3 jobs of note in his career. The first one, he worked for a catering company, him and his friend Tom. And they would ride around in this food truck and cater events, lunch, and, you know, all this good stuff. And one day, their boss had them working this wedding. They were on the bar. And the bridal party was strict, just anal about shit, right? So they had 50 guests, and they wanted 2 ice cubes in every glass. No more, no less. 1, 2. Seems simple. And Hector and Tom are back there doing their thing, putting ice cubes in. And they're getting to the end and they're starting to realize that they might be a little bit short, right? So it turns out that they have 99 ice cubes instead of 100. And they're just hoping maybe nobody will notice. It's just 1 ice cube, right? So of course the glass without the ice cube ends up with the bride. They all lose their collective shit, right? Their boss has to be called in. And Tom immediately throws my Uncle Hector under the bus. So Hector promptly gets fired. The second job that Hector has had was a baker's assistant at this place downtown called Nat's Delights. So Nat, the owner, would cook all of the food, you know, muffins, scones, cupcakes, cakes, you name it, right? And Hector would help him with cleanup, you know, sales, all the little stuff around the store, just upkeep type of thing. But Hector's favorite part about the job was this table that Nat called the free-for-all table, where all of the things that were unsold would go. Burnt cookies, stuff with decorations that didn't turn out right, you know, just discarded stuff. And employees were free to take that home at the end of the shift. And Hector loved it because if you don't give a fuck about eating healthy, that's like groceries every day, right? You're just saving money, you're eating good food. So one of these days, the end of Hector's shift is coming around, and he's cleaning up the counters, and he sees this massive 3-tier cake, wedding cake, sitting on the free-for-all table. And at first, he's like, you know, why would anybody Just leave this here. But immediately thereafter, he thinks, oh, well, it's mine now, right? So I don't claim to know a lot of what goes on in my Uncle Hector's head, but he decided that he wasn't even going to drive home that night. He was just going to carry the cake in one hand, eat it with the other, right? It's like a 20, 30-minute walk home. So he's going to eat half of the cake on the way home. He's going to eat the other half in the morning for breakfast. So he does so, goes home, eats half of the cake, eats the other half in the morning, comes back into work the next day, and Nat is losing his shit, right? He's freaking out, saying, where is it? Where is it? I had this cake that was for this really important wedding. The wedding is this big event that he can't miss out on, right? And Hector comes in and he's like, hey, Nat, that cake was on the free-for-all table. And relief washes over Nat. He's like, oh, God, so you know where it is. You've seen it. And Hector's like, yeah, I took it home. And Nat is like, cool, let's go get it right now. And Hector says, well, I don't actually have it anymore. And Nate says, Nat, I don't know why I keep calling him Nate. Nat says, what do you mean you don't have it? And Hector says, I ate it. And Nat is like, well, who the fuck eats a 3-tier cake by themselves within 12 hours? And Hector proudly says, I do. And gets fucking fired, right? This third job that Uncle Hector has had, which is actually still working, fingers crossed, right, is an executive assistant for this businessman in town. So he's basically just a glorified secretary, But his favorite part about the job is this guy's daughter, Sarah. She's hot. Hector wants her, right? Hector's boss finds out that Hector wants to take out his daughter, Sarah. And you would think he would be upset, but this guy is just a cool dude, right? So he actually lets Hector take his Ferrari to go pick her up. This beautiful, beautiful car. So the day comes for their date, and Hector's feeling himself. He pulls up in the Ferrari, knocks on the door, and when she opens it up, she has this little, like hand dog, lap dog that she's holding. And Hector hates dogs, especially the little yippy ones, because he says they're like overgrown rats, right? But he keeps his cool. He's like, fuck it. And they get in the car. He's the perfect gentleman. Opens the door for the whole 9 yards, right? And they're driving, and Hector wants to impress her. So he brought along this cigar that he's going to smoke while he's driving to seem like a badass, So he goes to light it, and the little dog, bites at him, right? Hector keeps his cool. It's fine. A few minutes later, tries to light it again. Dog bites at him again. Now this time, Hector's a little bit peeved, right? He looks over at Sarah, and he says, if that dog bites at me again, I'm going to throw it out the fucking window. And she's really apologetic. She's like, no, I'm sorry. Maybe he's just afraid of the light. I don't know what happened. Maybe afraid of the fire. And some time passes. He goes to light it again. The dog bites at him again. So now Hector's pissed. He grabs the dog by the scruff, throws it out the fucking window. And somehow during this, the cigar has flown out of the window as well, right? And obviously Sarah's freaking out. She's like, we have to go back and get him. Turn around right now. Hector does so. And they get out to get this dog. And wouldn't you know it, in his mouth, there was the ice cube. But I will be here all week, my friends. All week. Pick your poison. It's weird how bartenders say that, right? Poison kills people. You know, why would they be selling something that kills you? I mean, I get that too much alcohol can be really bad for you, but too much of anything can be really bad for you, you know? I haven't talked to you guys in a while. Mostly because there hasn't been much to talk about. I'm still waiting for those benefits from the unemployment, and the factory is still suspended, so I've kind of just been laying around watching TV. I try to stay away from the news though, because that shit is depressing. But I did actually have it on a couple of nights ago, and I heard something really interesting. It turns out that alcohol can help prevent COVID. So, it seems like the only thing that my friends here are poisoning is coronavirus. Was never much of a wine drinker. I had my first drink ever when I was 17, after me and my dad were working out in the sun all day. And I came back in to wash my hands. And when I came back to the kitchen, there were 2 glasses of what I assumed were Sprite with ice sitting there on the counter. And I just downed one of them without even thinking, and immediately tasted what I can only describe as peach and Sharpie marker. It's gross. And that is when I saw the bottle of peach schnapps tucked on the counter. So, obviously, I made my dad another drink to replace the one I had downed, and just pretended that the swimming in my head was because I was tired from being in the heat, not because I was fucked up. I don't know if he ever believed me or not. Never really let on. He probably knew, just let me do my own thing. I had my first legal drink during my college days, obviously. It was a pumpkin shanty, whatever that is, you know. Tasted like pumpkin and really yeasty pumpkin. It's the only way I can describe it. It was bad, man. I dabbled with a lot of tequila and whiskey during those college days, and it is thanks to my old friends Yak and Jose that I do not remember a lot of those college nights. No. When you get out into the real world, become a big boy, all of those liquor-filled, partying hard nights just kind of fade away. Like all of those friends that you used to get fucked up with. Don't really have too many friends anymore. That's what it is, I guess. I had my first drink of wine this past Mother's Day. I took my mom out to the Bay Bridge Vineyard. My dad used to take her every Mother's Day like clockwork, and since he's not here anymore, I figured that I would take her. We had a good time. Got a few bottles of wine, like Pinot Grigio Colombard, whatever that is, Moscato, and Peach Moscato. The Moscatos are my favorite. We had a good time that day. We laughed a lot. We don't really do too much of that anymore. things got weird after my dad passed. My mom and I just talked less and less and less, and started arguing more. Stupid shit. Doesn't matter. Specifically about my dad's final days. And, she thinks that I should have been around more. Doesn't understand why I wasn't. This fucking thing, what is happening? She straight up called me selfish and thinks that I'm not hurting because of it, right? But I wish that sometimes she could just take a peek inside my head, because then she would know how fucking much this hurts me, right? I mean, yeah, she lost her husband, but I lost my dad. One of the only people who ever actually got me, because she sure as hell doesn't. Anyway, we haven't talked in like a month. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I have all of the friends that I need right here, even if they won't come open. Fucking finally. Fuck me. You ever wonder why they say that depressed people should stay away from alcohol? It's because alcohol is a depressant. So what do you do when you are already in the deepest of dumps? I think my friends need to hibernate for a while. Don't worry, I have trunks on. It's not going to turn into one of those kind of videos, so we're good. It has been quite the time, my friends. I have officially hit rock bottom. I am now watching daytime television. I had to cut back on a few things since the unemployment benefits haven't come through, so streaming services have come to an end. So instead, I have been tuning into the daily marathons of Jerry Springer and The Maury Show. This last episode had me on the edge of my seat, right? I was sitting there watching this guy confront his wife who was cheating on him with his brother, right? Whole time, come to find out that the cheating brother was cheating on her with her sister. And it was a fucking mess. And I dozed off. And when I woke up, on screen, there were two midgets dressed as superheroes wrestling in a kiddie pool full of chocolate pudding, while the audience just cheered and threw money at them. So I figured a bath helped wash away the hours of smut indulgence. Can't really complain though. I'd rather be watching trashy TV than the news. Just doesn't seem like anything good is happening nowadays. More people are getting sick. A lot of people are dying. They say that emergency mental health calls have been through the roof these past few weeks, and It makes sense. People are feeling alone. I know I sure am. You gotta check in on the people you love. You know, this is actually the first time that I've used this tub. 2 years it has sat here empty. And all it took was a global pandemic for me to bust it out. It's a fancy one too. It has jets. I had a friend that I met in college named Gabriel. We were both English majors, and neither of us really liked kids, and neither of us were really heavy readers. So why we were English majors, I have no fucking idea. But we were roommates, dorm mates, freshman year, and we kind of just stuck together the rest of the 4 years. Excuse my wick air thing. So senior year comes around, and Gabe was working at the movie theater downtown, and he had put away enough money to be able to afford rent, right? And his parents agreed to help out because he was such a stellar student that they agreed to pay the first 6 months of rent, which is huge. And I was essentially broke, didn't have a lot of money, you know, it's college, but we worked it out to where I could stay with him. And it was great. The best part about a place was these industrial bars that were hanging across the entire ceiling. We threw some wild parties, and those were great for hanging decorations. I had an awesome time in that apartment. You know, you live with someone for 4 years, and you kind of become family. But Gabe was never really just a brother to me. He was always a little bit more. Now, I didn't know much about Gabe's family. He didn't really talk about them a lot, but what I did know was that Gabe's father was a preacher. Very heavy-handed preacher, very traditional. And after graduation, they decided to surprise him with a visit. I guess the bigger surprise was the fact that I was living with Gabe. I don't know what Gabe had been telling them that year, but I had not been mentioned. Gabe did say, however, that he was living with someone who he thought could be the one. I guess his parents just thought the one would be a woman, right? There was a fight. Huge fight. I mean, fucking massive. If somebody was on the outside looking in, they could mistake it for a episode of Jerry Springer. It's bad. Gabe and his dad got into it at one point, came to blows. And when I stepped in to try to stop it, Gabe's dad hit me hard. I had never been punched before, but god damn, if I didn't feel bad for every single one of those pulpits that his dad had pounded on in his career. They cut Gabe off completely. No help with anything, no help with the apartment, no help getting into grad school, no support of any kind. Now, me being me, I would have just said, okay, fuck you, and gone along with my merry day. But Gabe wasn't like that. He was sensitive, more emotional. His dad ended the fight by saying, when you're ready to stop living like a faggot, then we'll talk. Now I was on the floor, reeling from the punch still, but Gabe looked down at me, and I could see it in his eyes, the regret. Like he wished he could take back those 4 years just to make his dad happy. That always hurt so much more than the punch. Gabe didn't say anything, and his parents left. Gabe locked himself in his room, which was understandable. It was a tough situation, and I just felt like everybody needed some space, me included. And next day, I went out to get coffee. It was Sunday, and on Sundays, we would usually go grab some bagels and coffee and go to the library and knock out whatever work had to be done. So I got home, and Gabe was still in his room. So I knocked, and he didn't answer. So I figured it was just that he had slept with his headphones on. It was something that he did. And I opened the door. It wasn't even locked. And there was Gabe. At some point in the night, he had hung himself from the industrial bars that were so good for hanging decoration. I never even checked to see if the door was locked that night. I didn't even check in with Gabe, see how he was feeling after all that. I didn't go to the funeral. I knew his family wouldn't welcome me there, and it's fine. I had the apartment to myself for a few weeks after that, before I ended the lease early. And I had never felt more alone during those few weeks. Until now, actually. I never blamed Gabe. I was never mad at him for not telling me to his parents or telling about me to his parents. I never told my parents about him either, so. People at school knew, but we didn't care. It's funny, you know, how own flesh and blood, who they are, who they actually are. Gabe and I had a joke that we'd never be able to afford anything decent on an English major salary, and I showed him, I have this jetted tub that I don't have to share with anyone. Nobody. I wasn't planning on doing a recording, but I just cannot fucking sleep, and I'm just, oh, it's bullshit! I see the ceiling fan, I see the bed, I see my big ass not working TV, I see my dresser, I see my other dresser, I hear the rain outside, I hear my air conditioning, I hear my heartbeat, I hear cars going by outside, I feel the rug, I feel the couch behind me, I feel sweaty, I smell my stank ass breath, I smell the pizza rolls I burnt earlier. I am here. And I'm okay. I am here, and I am okay. Okay. My dad taught me that one. Me and my mom can have issues controlling our anger, so he taught us that tool to help us control ourselves when things start to feel out of control. You just take a deep breath and list 5 things you can hear, 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can feel, 2 things you can smell, and then you take another deep breath and you remind yourself that you are here and you are okay. It works most of the time. I told my therapist about it, and I'm sure that she's using it for her other clients, and I don't get a lick of royalties from it. I just don't fucking get it. I am exhausted. I just can't fucking sleep, and I'm not even working. And my fucking TV went out 3 days ago, so I'm not even doing that. I just can't fucking sleep. You know how when you're a kid and you've got nothing to do, you go up to your mom and you say, I'm bored, and she'll say some shit like, go outside and take a walk, or read a book. Well, it's fucking raining outside, and my mom never brought my books when I moved in. Fuck! I can see the shades. I can see my nightstand. I can see my chair. I can see my sheets. Oh, I can hear my footsteps. I can hear my breathing, I can hear. I can hear this fucking ringing in my head. I can hear the fucking rain! I can feel... Oh, I can feel my skin. I can feel the heat. I can feel fucking tightness in my chest. I can smell my sweat. I can smell my air freshener. I am here and I am okay. I am here and I am okay. I'm sorry you guys have to see me like this. I know I didn't plan on doing a recording, but I was just gonna talk about how I couldn't get this fucking Godzilla pinata to fucking break at my 6th birthday party. But I can't focus. The worst part about it is that my therapist is not taking my fucking calls and her fucking voicemail is full, right? Call me anytime that you're needing help. It's fucking bullshit. I'm not looking to like go jump off a bridge or anything, you know, but something is just not right. My mom said that she plays solitaire to help her fall asleep, you know, but I've been trying for hours and I can't get it fucking right and I keep fucking losing and I'm just sick of always losing! Fuck! 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 I see the cards on the floor! I see the fucking ripped up cards! I see the rug! I am here and I am okay. I am here and I am okay. Oh, fuck. I am here. I am okay. I think I am gonna go take that walk. A little rain never hurt anybody, right? I just want you all to take a listen to the garbage that is the mental health service. Just listen.
You've reached Mental Health United. Are you in crisis?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you.
Yes.
Are you in crisis?
Yes, I'm in crisis.
If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and call 911. If not, please hold for the next available crisis center representative.
Fucking music is awful. Like, am I supposed to be soothed by this? Like, I
the crisis center answering service. Are you in crisis?
Yes.
If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and call 911. If not, press 1. Great. Please hold while we connect you to our next available representative.
Been doing this for hours. Fucking hours.
I'm sorry. All of our representatives are currently busy or away. Please hold to be transferred to a call representative.
Hello, you've reached Mental Health United's answer service. How can I help you?
Yes. Hi. Yeah, I've been going around in circles for hours. I would like to talk to somebody.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the amount of time you had to wait. We've been swamped with calls.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. So yeah, can I talk to somebody? What can I do?
Are you currently a patient with Mental Health United?
No, I have another therapist. I tried to get in with Mental Health United, but they couldn't schedule me. Can I schedule here?
Unfortunately, we're not taking new patients. All of our therapists are full, and they have full loads, and we don't anticipate having any openings until November.
But it's May.
I know, sir. We're really sorry.
Well, I just need to talk to somebody. Can I talk to you?
I'm not trained to do those kind of calls. I'm sorry. I can transfer you over to the 24-hour crisis line.
No, please. I was just on the phone with them and they transferred me to you guys and I've been doing this for hours. Please, I just want to talk.
Okay. Like I said, we're swamped and we're doing the best that we can. Just, how about, I'll take your number down and I will go ahead and we'll call you back in about 30 minutes. We'll try to work something out. Sound good?
No, I just...
All right, we'll call you back.
No,
sir.
no! We had a rule in my house. No secrets. No, don't tell mom, don't tell dad. Everything out in the open. All the time. And when you're a kid, it kind of just makes sense. You know, I mean, it makes planning birthdays hard as hell, but when you're in it, it just seems normal. When you're older, an adult, it just starts to feel like an invasion of privacy. You know, there are just some things that your parents don't need to know about you. I mean, hell, maybe if Gabe's parents didn't know everything about him, he'd still be here, right? This is my secret. Right here. It's unloaded. Just so you guys can see. My mom and dad hated guns. I mean, my mom still does. And I'm sure my dad did. Right up till the end. My dad kind of grew up in a rough part of town, you know, lots of guns, lots of violence, and my dad was never really like that. He would always rather fight with a pen and a saxophone before he'd ever touch one of these things. Said that he was on the wrong side of one of these too many times to have it around his family. And I get it, you know. My mom had her own sadder reasons for hating these, but either way, they were just not allowed anywhere near the house. I never really thought that I would want or need one, but with the upcoming election and everything, how crazy people are getting, you know, how riled up they're getting, I figured that I should get one of these for protection before it's like impossible to get one, you know, so took my happy ass down to the Rural King, and I got some looks. I was the only piece of pepper in the salt shaker, but it's to be expected, you know. There was this hillbilly ass lady running around the store telling everybody, well, I was born with a gun in one hand and a beer in the other. Fucking weird. Told every person she could. Anyway, the clerk checked my ID and everything, you know, ran a background check, make sure I don't have any history of violence or criminal background. Bing, bang, boom. 15 minutes later, I was out of there. They even gave me a box of ammo to go along with it, like it's a sample or something. I've never really thought about the gun retail service, whatever you want to call it, but this got me thinking. There was one question on there about, have you ever or are you currently dealing with a mental health issue? And obviously I checked no. I mean, I was feeling fine back then, but these days I just don't know, you know? And it got me wondering how many other people just walked into a gun store and got a gun, you know? No history of violence, no criminal background, but they just checked no on a box about dealing with mental health. And how many of those people just snap, you know, just boom, go on a killing spree. Just do wrong in the world. Things are not good, my friends. Not good at all. My therapist isn't answering her phone. Voicemail is full. Tried to get in with Mental Health United, but they're not scheduling appointments for months out. So I can't do anything. You know, I'm stuck. And God, I'm just so tired. You know, and there's this ringing in my ears all the time that I can't make go away, and it stops me from sleeping. And then I get this pain in my chest that I take pills for, but it doesn't numb anything. It's always there, you know? And it's nice outside, but I just can't make myself leave the house. I get in this mode where it just feels like I have anchors just all over my body weighing me down, and I can't move. I can't do anything but just sit in it and wallow in it. And I just want to sleep. I just want to be okay. I want to feel like myself again. And oh God, I miss my dad, and I miss Gabe. I miss my mom. I miss being okay. I just want to be okay. I just want to be okay. I just don't know what else to do, you know? I'm tired. I am tired, and I just want you guys to know that this is not an impulse decision, okay? It's not. I just want it to be over. You know, I just want the pain to end. I mean, I guess either way you look at it, I get to see one of them, right? You know, I mean, Gabe's dad said that he went to hell because he's a suicidal faggot, and what's different with me, right? What's different with me? I asked my dad about this one time, and he said that Jesus died for all of our sins, you know, even the ones that we haven't committed yet. So maybe this one's covered. I mean, would I be even allowed in heaven? I mean, I'm so broken, and what would Dad think? Fuck, what would Mom think? Man, I've just been disappointing her so much, so fucking much, and this would probably be better, you know, for the both of us, and maybe she wouldn't even miss me. She would get over it. It would be fine. Oh, fuck. She'd have to come identify the body. I mean, she'd have to come clean up my fucking mess. It's just more to piss her off, you know. It would be. Cause she'd have to pay for my bills, my student loans. I just want to be done. What do you want me to do? Right? I mean, look at it! If you're watching this, then I'm dead. I just wanted you all to know that there's only one bullet in here, and that this is all on me. There's nobody else to blame. When I started these videos, I never imagined this moment happening. I thought it would just be something fun to look back on, reflect, help me cope, but all it's done is just show me how alone and broken I am in all of this. I don't know what else to do. I would like to apologize to the family of Gabriel Johnson. I am so sorry that he's gone because of me. And I know it doesn't mean much, but I love him. I still do. And I miss him every day. I would like to apologize to my dad. If you're listening or if you're watching, I know you didn't want this for me. And I am so sorry to disappoint you. Most importantly, I want to apologize to my mom. I know that you're hurting. I know that you have been for a long time, and if I could switch places with Dad, if I could bring him back to make you happy again, I would do it in a second. I'm sorry that I was selfish. I'm sorry that I didn't reach out sooner, that I didn't call. And I know that this will be hard, but I think in the end it'll be better for both of us. Dad always said that you were the stronger one between you two. I agree. You're stronger than the both of us. Most of all, I just want you to know that I love you. And I want you to hear me when I say that. God, forgive me for the sins that I've committed, and forgive me for the sin that I am about to commit. Mom,
sorry I didn't call. I was in the neighborhood.
What are you doing here?
Have you been crying?
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
What's going on? Okay, let's go inside. It's cold.
No, don't.
Jason.
What
the hell are
don't
you
just
doing?
just don't look. Just don't look. Please. I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
It's okay. Jason, you're okay.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I just want it to end. Please.
It's okay.
I'm so broken.
Thank you.
So cute. But I can handle it on the way.
See, that's what's happening here.
Supposed to be home talking.
Okay, all right. Then we're gonna have cake.
Yes, the cake is
Cake,
coming.
right? All right.
What?
Surprise! Happy birthday!
What is this? Hi, Mom. All right, cake time.
The cake is after.
How are you? Hey, man, how you doing?
Happy birthday.
Wow.
All right. Okay, let's get the stupid cake.
Yes, let's get
That's
to
what
it.
Hector's been talking about.
Cake, please.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Come on, Hector.
To you. Happy birthday, dear Jason.
I didn't get to make my way.
Happy birthday to you.
can't do anything
Hector,
right.
you had one job. Put it back. No, we're doing this right. All right, Hector, light it.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Oh my
gosh.
Come on.
We need a new one.
I wish you were more than a year old.
Is this a trick candle?
All right, wait. Do we need to sing again?
Yeah, okay, let's do a real
Ready?
fast one. Okay?
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
Woo, let's cut the cake. Woo.
Okay.
Jason, you good?
Yeah, I'm okay.